Good morning, Jag Nation. It's time for Monday Motivation. It's August 3rd, 2020, and I want to talk to you today about building a great foundation for our program. I think there's 4 pillars that go into a great foundation, and if you build it the right way, you can stack on top anything you need. Here's my belief. If you build the athlete from the inside out, the best athlete will come out. So we're going to continue to build our athlete from inside out. Yes, we need speed. Yes, we need strength. Yes, we need size and all those good attributes. But if we can't get the person right, the man right on the inside, none of those attributes matter. Build our program on these 4 pillars. Number 1, passion to build character. Number 2, effort is everything. Number 3, competition builds success. And finally, number 4, a win forever attitude. You've heard about these 4 pillars before, but we haven't went in depth with them. Today I'm going to go in depth with passion to build character. And as the weeks come, we'll add another pillar and another pillar until we've covered it all. So all your motivation this week on Sports U, as coaches put it on daily, will be about character building. You have to have a passion to build your own character. There's no way around it. I mean, you've got to want to be a good person. And if you're not genuinely trying to make yourself better on a daily basis, then you are staying stagnant and people are going to pass you up. You've got to choose the right ways to do things. In some of the toughest situations, it's often been said that the right thing is sometimes the hardest thing to do. I'm going to talk through this slide right here on passion to build character. We're a character-based education program, all right? Athletics is the vehicle. It's what keeps you here. It's what gets you to school. It's what gets you on the field. It's what gets you the opportunity to sit there and listen to a coach talk to you about how to build your character. Okay? The importance is that. Are you going to open up your mind, open up your ears, open up your heart, and take in what the coach is telling you? Because the good ones do. And then the ones that think they know it all, they think they've already heard it, they've been around it already, and they're just good people already. They don't work at being good. They just think they're good. Every day we're going to practice discipline, effort, and enthusiasm, some way. You've already seen it in the workouts we've had this summer. You've seen us line up on a line. You've seen us run through a line. That's practicing discipline. You've seen us make sure that we are cheering on our brothers and calling them by name and patting them on the back and not just saying, let's go, let's go. You've seen us run through lines. Effort is everything. You've seen us go from the sideline to the drill full speed. You've learned the different tempos to practice at. So every day we're going to practice some type of discipline, some type of effort, and some type of enthusiasm until it becomes habit. We want to surround ourselves with good people. Look at your friends right now. Hopefully you're hanging out with a lot of football players. But if you're not, what are those friends doing? Are they helping you move towards your goals in life? Or are they deterring you, detracting you, and kind of taking you in a different direction? You really got to honestly look at what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Because I'll tell you what, weeds grow with weeds. And if you're going to stick in the weeds, you're eventually going to start growing like a weed. So I need you to make sure that you're making great decisions. And sometimes it's the hardest decision ever to part ways with a friendship. But sometimes that's what you need to do just so you can move yourself forward. You feel stagnant, you feel plateaued, you feel like you're in a place where you're not moving. Look around you. See what's happening. Maybe you need to make a change. It's often been said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So make sure you're choosing wisely. Last thing on building character. I tell this of all my athletes that go off to college, because college is a different world. It's totally different than home. You're on your own, you're making your own decisions, and you got to decide, okay? You got to decide whether you're going to follow the path that your parents have set you on in choosing the right decisions and making you choose the right decisions, or are you just going to start going along with what everybody else is doing? I had a really, really good football player a few years back. he was a really good baseball player too. He ended up going to University of Texas. David Hamilton was his name. And he played shortstop at the University of Texas for 2 years and got drafted. He now plays with the Milwaukee Brewers. When he left school, I knew he was going into a system in Austin that was, pretty crazy. They were going to treat him like a king. When he went out, people were going to know his name, and it was going to be a lot different than little life in San Marcos, America. So what I told him was this. I said, don't let your talent take you somewhere your character can't keep you. I told that of Trey Flowers, too, who now plays with the Seattle Seahawks. Both of those young men have made great choices. Have they made the right choice every time? Of course not. Everybody makes mistakes. But they've made enough good choices to stack a good reputation behind them now. And people know that they can reach out to them and ask them for help, and they know that they need to help because that's just the type of person they are now. They've made enough decisions, good decisions in a row that keep them on the right path. That's what I'm going to ask you to do. Make great decisions that will keep you on the right path. Make decisions that will keep you building your character on a daily basis. Because you're going to get tested and you're going to get tried daily. Some of you just had a hard time getting up and going to work out today. That's a test. You need to figure out what you're going to do. You need to figure out if you're going to live your life with discipline, effort, and enthusiasm, or if you're going to live your life just any old way, or maybe like your friends do that aren't going anywhere. So maybe you need to step back, evaluate who you are, evaluate the decisions you're making, and really, really decide what type of man you want to be. Everybody runs the same X's and O's. Everybody runs a power read. Everybody runs a zone read. Everybody runs a mesh pass, a shallow pass, a 3-4 defense, a 4-2-5. Everybody runs it. The question on this team is, how are we going to run it? How are we going to run it? Because that's going to make the difference. How we do things within our program will make the difference between winning and losing. So I'm asking you right now, how are you going to live your life? How are you going to run your team? How are we going to run a play? If we do it the Jag way, it's going to be pretty dang nice. If we just do it any old way, it's going to be tough to hold up against the teams we're going to play. Hey, I appreciate y'all taking time to listen to Monday Motivation. The first pillar is passion to build character. Work on your character today. Have a great day.